scratch these hands, bro.
Just another boring week here on Country Club Adjacent.
So boring.
I mean, we really got to figure out our lives to start doing some more entertaining things because, man, it's just like, what do? We just sit home all day?
Literally.
It's turning into an accounting office.
I mean, all we did was go to Boise, take over a minor league hockey team. We went to Jamie Foxx's house to play pickleball. Mark's in Europe with Bert Kreischer touring. It's just like yawn festival.
Yeah. I wanted to start the year with a bang, and I'm falling asleep thinking about everything we've done so far. What could we do differently to be more exciting?
Less.
Less?
Do less.
Okay.
Less is more.
Less is more. Minimalist. No. Okay.
No, I mean, it's insane how this year has started. And what's even crazier is like, that's all I wanted. I just wanted to have I took like November, December, was like, you know what? We're recharging for next year. And then here we are.
Bam.
Charged AF, dude, on a speed charger. This is your Apple iPhone at 5% and then thrown on a speed charger and at full charge in like 10 minutes. Yeah. That's how this year started.
Dude, we went and did content with a professional hockey team. I don't know anything about hockey, and they were like, let's put Griff on the ice between the benches to do live commentary for 3 periods.
Yep.
No clue what I was doing. Didn't belong there. Like, thought I was going to get hit by the players. I mean, I'm just like, hockey is way more hardcore than I thought.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit.
I can tell you that from being a child playing hockey, the amount of like bruises and the beatings that I took out there on the ice, dude. Especially like if you're not a big guy, you're getting tossed around out there.
Yeah.
And you better be able to handle it or else you're not going to make it.
You have to be able to have another large grown man deck you in the face, lose a tooth, and act like it didn't fucking happen.
Literally.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a golfer, dude. That's not for me.
Yeah, does it make you feel differently about if you ever get like you hurt your thumb on the golf course?
I felt like I like had to admit to myself, like, you're a pussy, and that's okay. You golf. And not saying golfers are pussies, but I'm like, it's okay. We are. You don't need to be tough to be a golfer. But I have so much respect for hockey players because those guys, just the in and out of the players off the bench is like D-Day. Guys storming Normandy every 2 minutes.
Wow.
And the move they do where they jump over the bench and on the ice and land, like they don't think twice about that. That's like walking for them. To me, it was like, dude, that is a feat. To get off the bench into the ice, to me, was like, that's fucking impressive.
It's so funny you say that because that is like the thing that happens the most in the game. And like when you're a child, like you don't start really hopping the bench until you're like a peewee. Because you're not tall enough to do it and it's not like smooth. But then once you get to that age, like it's the thing that happens most in the game is you get off the ice and you get back on the ice.
It's like dudes are just like beating ass and then it's like hop back in the fucking bench and then 3 new dudes just again hop over the bench and land on their feet. I'm like, right there. That could be a whole game for me. I could watch a period of dudes hopping over the bench and landing on their feet. And I'd be like, if that's hockey, that to me is
what
enough.
A sport.
What a fucking, look at that land. And it's just like, every 5 seconds, someone decks you against the boards and you just know, or you get knocked down and get right back up. And I'm like, damn, dude.
It's part of the game.
I would be like, I'd see the ads on the rink. I'd be like, damn, that Blimpie sandwich looks good. I think I'm out, dog.
Yeah.
I think I'm out.
I mean, I get it, dude. It's a whole... Hockey is like its own fucking thing. Like every sport obviously is its own thing, but like hockey's got like a culture behind it that is like literally insane. Like not only the abuse that the players take while they're playing, but like the crazy hockey parents. Like you know, like the soccer mom is one thing, but the hockey dad, holy fuck.
God. Like, you beat your kid and
you beat like, your kid.
That's being a good dad.
You get in fights with the other parents, you yell at refs, you get kicked out of games, you got to get up at 5 a.m. to take your kid to practice in the freezing cold. Like Hockey dad versus soccer mom. I mean, there's no competition.
Have you ever seen clips online of hockey dads freaking out?
Yes.
Dude, I saw one recently where this dad got kicked out of the game and for just like swearing at the ref. And then one of the moms in the background goes, this is just hockey, and then he goes, yeah, it's not fucking tennis, Martha.
That's so funny. My dad's been ejected from games before when I was a kid.
Really?
That was like my trajectory. I was gonna play college hockey. Like that's what I was gonna do.
And then your dad got ejected. And
then my dad got
you were a
ejected, and I
liability?
was like, "Fuck, dude, we can't do this." He's gonna say something racist one day. No, my injury fucked it up. But he was screaming at the ref because this kid, tripped me on a breakaway, didn't get a penalty. I even broke my stick over the crossbar because I was so angry that they didn't call a penalty, and then I got a penalty.
Yeah,
it should have been a penalty shot, let alone a penalty. My dad starts screaming. That fires me up. I smash my stick over the crossbar. I get a 5-minute major for unsportsmanlike conduct. And I mean, that shit was like a common occurrence. If it wasn't my dad, it was someone else's dad. Shit's wild, bro.
I'm such a golfer. I can't help but hear hockey term. You're like, I got a 5-minute major. I'm like, I just hear like, oh, did you get like a green jacket for that penalty? I'm like,
for 5 minutes, I got to wear the green jacket. No, a 5-minute major means like you get put in the penalty box for 5 minutes.
and if they usually in a penalty, if somebody scores, you
You're
get
out.
to go out of the box, not in a major.
Yeah, in a
You
major,
gotta ride that time.
if they score, then you just stay in the penalty box.
Yeah, and you're still a man down.
I was so mad though. Man,
They score in that 5-minute period.
Yeah.
yeah.
Damn it, dude. I think hockey players are every athlete is unique to their own sport, but hockey players are unique in the sense that like every athlete has to be very wired. Like if you want to play in the NBA, you need to be tall. If you want to be like a swimmer, it's certain genetics like Michael Phelps. Hockey, I think you need to have a high pain tolerance.
100%.
Like if you don't have a high pain tolerance, you will not last in a junior league hockey game. I think every like pro hockey player is just like can take a fucking beating more than most athletes.
Yeah, because I mean, you gotta block shots, so the puck's coming in and nailing you at places where you don't have pads. Ouch! And then
happened to Jake.
Yeah, that happened to Jake. All right, young man's got 4 broken ribs. And then you got to be able to handle skates, hurt your fucking feet, like straight up. Like unless you've got the custom insoles and they're molded to your feet are gonna hurt. Like
That sucks.
That's it.
That part was enough for me.
if you're not fully conditioned, skating works a completely different part of your legs than running, so your shit's gonna get really sore. Then on top of that, you got to worry about getting smashed into the boards, falling on the ice, like getting slashed, getting fucking hooked. There's all kinds of like little things that you don't think about that'll hurt. Plus, what I experienced is having not played since I was 13 years old, my fucking like ribs and abs were really sore from blasting slap shots, dude.
Yeah, and not to note that it smells like shit on the ice. God damn, dude, it's bad.
Yeah, it's a big part of the game.
But we played the night before. You guys are fucking around, and I had a goalie gear on, but no skates, and several hard slap shots from you guys. Hit me. I mean, not hard, but whatever, hard enough for me. You hit
We're just winding up taking slap shots at you with no.
No, they weren't.
skate.
They were hard enough that I had these like mesh Nikes on. Several pucks hit my big toe, and there was bleeding after. And then, but that's problem was one of you guys like got through, and the puck smashed my ankle bone on the inside. And next day, Jake's like, just use shoes. I'm like, no, I got to get skates. The fucking hard plastic skate rubbing against that bruise on my ankle bone was right when I knew, I am not cut out for this sport.
Yeah.
Hockey players are like, I'll block that right out.
Exactly.
Block it right out. Like
literally
it doesn't happen.
That night that we were playing, I got blisters on my hands. Next day, catch me in practice, coach.
Yeah. So, there's certain things that I can block out, but there's certain things like just that annoying ankle bone.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't get that out of my head. That fucked me up.
Yeah.
It's all part of the game, dude. I mean, I've taken pucks directly to my body, like just in weird parts where there's just no padding.
Yeah.
And, it just knocks the wind out of you for a sec, but get right back up.
Yeah. Losing it. losing a couple teeth and just keep skating would throw me off. I'm like, oh, that would, if you swallow your 2 teeth and you just got to keep skating, like, no, I'm good.
Well, the
I'm
reason
out.
why hockey players just don't replace their teeth is because the more you replace your teeth and they get knocked out in the same spot, it really like messes up your gums. So eventually you just won't be able to put them back. So a lot of guys for their career, if they get their teeth knocked out, they'll just leave them until they're done playing hockey.
So I saw a lot of that. I saw a lot of
Yeah.
fucking pirate and redneck looking dudes, and I was just like, I know you can just go get that taken care of. Oh, okay.
The other thing I love about hockey too is the fans. Very
Best fans.
Very much like a blue collar sport. It's not like expensive to go to games, and it's just so entertaining. And I don't know, there's just something about hockey fans to me that
They're the best.
They're the best fans.
They're the best. We live in a fair weathered city where like Lakers or Rams fans are trash. And but I went to a Kings game and then this game, and I'm like, dude, hockey fans are awesome.
Yeah, they put up with a lot. They don't take no shit. And I feel like of all the sports, they're the most intense. You know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, sure, football, like certain fan bases are known for being more and more intense, but hockey fans as a whole are just like, dude, they'll fight you in the crowd,
They're good people.
and they're good people.
I like that. They're good working class people. Whereas like Formula One, which I love, I don't think those fans are probably just like rich fucking spoiled people.
Oh,
like, I don't want
yeah.
anything to do with those fans. Like you just paid $30,000 to get some tickets to fucking Monaco. Like, no.
Nope.
Hockey fans, no money. They'll find a way to show up to the game and support their team.
If it's pouring rain, they'll be there.
They'll be there, dude. They'll be there. Good people. Very good people. Hockey players and hockey fans. Good people.
Yeah, so big shout out to the Idaho Steelheads for having us out there. Big shout out to what's Jared's last name?
Jacobs.
Jared
Gold
Jacobs?
Yeller, though.
Gold Yeller. Big shout out to Jared Jacobs, aka Gold Yeller.
He is the #1 Mormon ranked in America right now.
Top 5 for sure.
He's top 5 Mormon right now.
So what a treat that was. And also big shout out to the city of Boise, Idaho. I didn't think I was gonna come away from Boise, Idaho going, man, what a nice city. Holy shit, clean as fuck. We could eat goddamn omelets off the street, dude.
Just scary clean. Scary clean. There's too many whites there.
Yeah.
But it's, because it just needs more flavor.
A little too white.
A little more culture, but it's not. It's a pleasant. It's almost like going to like Sweden or something. You're like, it's nice. It's pleasant.
Yeah.
There's missing something that
Also,
LA has.
I learned a pretty valuable lesson to the meaning of "I got you" while we were in Boise, because this guy, he, I don't know if he listens to the podcast or not, but here we are anyway.
No, this is good. This is something that we could take home and learn from.
So he DM'd us and was like, "Hey, I'm manager at this steakhouse, and come through. I got you."
Yeah. But I think most people listening hear "I got you" and know that means
and this steak,
I got you.
This steakhouse is probably the most expensive restaurant in Boise.
Yep.
That's not saying a lot, but it wasn't cheap.
Yeah. In Boise, that's big.
Food, I will say this, incredible.
Yes.
One of the best meals we've had together as a group.
Best dessert we've had as a group, I think.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, dude.
by like hands down, right?
Yes, dude. That carrot cake and that cheesecake. Oh.
Goat cheese with like honey.
Yeah.
And, oh.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Oh.
But check comes and turns out he did not get us.
Yeah, what is so there you go, guys. If,
wondering what
if
that
you're
was.
listening to the podcast, go on to our most recent post and please tell us what you think, whether it's on Instagram, TikTok, whatever, what you think I got you means when someone invites you to a place and says, I got you. Tell us what you think
So
it
I will
means.
say this: the check ended up like being like $600, and he took $100 off.
Yep.
So, he got a portion of us.
But
he certainly didn't get us.
Yeah.
Well, you could have said, if I'm playing him, I would say, hey, I'll help you guys out, or I'll give you a friendly discount.
Yeah,
I got you is like
Or what you say is, which is ultimately what happened, I got you on dessert and appetizers.
Yes, specify.
I got you
this
on
covered.
Yeah, so that way
drinks
we can
and
just
appetizers.
order dessert and appetizers.
Exactly. Exactly. So, ultimately this is going to be a 100% tax write-off, of course. But, what we learned from this, Jake, is that when someone says, I got you, I guess now we have to specify.
Yeah, I'm happy
what
to
do
be
you
the
do
specified
now?
guy.
What do you do now?
Yeah.
Do you do
I
without
go,
sounding ungrateful and awkward?
Yeah.
What do
Let's define I got you
Yeah. So
before we go into this partnership.
Okay, someone hits you up. We're in another city.
Yep.
Hey, I own this sick restaurant. Come on through, Jake. I got you. What do you say to that?
If I've met him before, first time.
First time.
Okay.
First time meeting the guy.
same
I'll
situation.
go. We've been burnt before.
Is that
If
really
you can,
what
if
you're
you can
starting with?
define I got you, we'd love to come. Or
Is that
something
really what you
like
say?
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, we could just go to a different restaurant.
Yeah, exactly. Because if we need to know, because if you can't get us, no problem. We're gonna go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And
But-
just
but
like,
if
how
you-
much are we going to post about this meal when we're there?
Yeah,
You know?
because if you're in Boise now, you know about this restaurant. You're probably gonna go. You sure as fuck know about Breza. You sure as fuck know
Yeah,
about
if you're in
that
Vegas,
place.
he's the guy who got us.
Yeah.
He fucking got, dude. Like he almost got.
But
my
then the
dad's
second time
approval.
we went back, I think he thought that we're doing a bit better now, so he only got part of us.
Yeah.
He hooked my family up, and I'm like
Yeah.
so grateful for that. But you know what I mean? Like if we like your restaurant and you take care of us, we will let everyone know about it for years to come. And-
No. If you have a restaurant and you like us and you invite us and you got us, we got you.
But it's not like we reached out to him to be like, hey,
Yes.
I saw that you own this place. We'd love to come by.
Yeah.
It's like a straight out of the blue DM. Hey, I got you. Come by.
Yep.
Yeah. So that being said, did it? It sounds ungrateful, but did it feel like a bait and switch in a way to you?
I mean, the verbiage, and really what this comes down to is not using the proper verbiage. I find this to be, the start of so many arguments with couples and different people is using the wrong words. And it's not necessarily anyone's fault. Maybe he meant I got you, as in I'll make sure you have a table. I'll make sure that you are, part of your check is taken care of. It's not using the proper verbiage and then us interpreting it a certain way. That's all it is. You ever get in an argument with an ex or?
Yeah, absolutely.
Where
Hey, did you take the plan B? I got you, dog, and I got a kid now. So,
Yeah, see, exactly. It's like using the right word. Instead of saying oh, that's annoying when this happens, be like, oh, instead of saying that's annoying, oh, so I annoy you? No, you don't annoy me. It's just annoying in this situation. That bothers me, using the right word.
Have you picked a name for your future kid? Do you have any rattling around up there?
I do actually have a couple son names.
Go for it.
Jack and Elliot are two of my favorites.
Jack Pippin.
Jack Pippin. It's a fun name. It's another fun one.
Yeah.
It's another
That's guy's
he's
gonna-
probably
he's
gonna
gonna
grow up, get bullied a lot as a kid, but grow up to be a weirdo.
Yeah, you Jack your Pippin.
Jack, you're Pippin, dude.
But yeah, it'll be a ball of energy. Jack Pippin.
Jack Pippin, dude. Jack is or Elliot.
Whenever I think of the name Jack, I just think of the Robin Williams film, Jack, where he's just the big kid.
The big kid.
So
The big kid.
Elliot Pippin.
Or some Celtic names.
Like what?
Graham.
Graham's a good one.
Graham Pippin.
Yeah. Even Ian or Ewan. There's, I appreciate those.
Oh, Ewan.
Ewan's a good
cool.
one, dude.
Ewan
Ewan's
Pippin.
cool.
Ewan Pippin, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
it's we're already hobbity, mythical creature sounding. Let's just keep that going another generation.
That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah.
Stotts, you have any kids' names?
I don't want kids.
Yeah, he's not having them.
Firm, no kids?
No kids.
What about
Adoption?
you, Jake?
No adoption. Just maybe a dog.
You're just going to stop the lineage.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. we're a bacteria on this planet, so we should probably die off soon.
See, I appreciate that. That's selfless.
That is romantic.
Yeah, I mean,
hot.
and truth is, here's the thing. I'm gonna save so much money. I'm gonna save so much fucking time.
You'll live a better life.
I'm not gonna resent the children.
But who are you going to play catch with?
Dude, my fucking boys.
Your dog, Fetch.
And my dog.
Fetch.
And Cindy's got an incredible arm, dude. You'd be shocked at how well she can throw a football.
Really?
Yeah, I was blown away. I was like, no way. You just threw a spiral? What the fuck? How do you know how to do this? And she's just got a strong arm, dude.
Nice. Jake, what about you? Ari or Esther? Eli? Jason?
I like
Jacob the second, yeah.
yeah. Maybe Lake.
Lake.
Holy fuck.
Lake. Jake and Lake.
Like,
I like Lake.
No, that just tells me, like, I was thinking, like, who I thought Jake was, and that confirmed it. Like, the guy that'll tell you about the pants he bought on Abbott Kinney and gets a Tesla, 100% names his kid Lake.
Lake.
Yeah.
100%. That is in line with you.
Yep.
And it just kind of, I was like, maybe he's this guy going there, but maybe
No, Lake will have-
is like, yep,
Lake,
he's that guy. Equinox, that guy.
Lake and arugula.
Fucking Brussels.
Yeah, Lake will have a Tesla at age 12, so.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Park it
man.
out front of casinos like your cousin.
Wow.
That's great.
Yeah.
Lake, what about you, Liv? If you had a son, what would you name him?
I'm Hispanic, so first one's always a junior.
Junior. Let's go,
Oh.
dude. I like Junior.
Little Alex Jr., dude.
Dude, AJ, let's go.
AJ.
Alex Jr.
Alex Jr.
Oh, I guess, yeah. we would call him Junior.
yeah,
not
you wouldn't
AJ.
call him
Yeah,
AJ.
yeah.
Alex
That's-
Junior.
I actually, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I don't know where all that came from.
I
But
like,
yes,
I like a Riley.
Riley is a Celtic name, so it's
Riley's
a good one. I
cute.
like that.
Yeah.
That's cute.
That's an Irish name, so
I know a few Rileys that are good people. So we
Yeah.
met a Riley in Idaho, and he was a great guy.
yeah.
Yeah. We also made a Jade. I don't like Jade
Oh.
for a name, though, but.
No, might as well be Jaden.
I know a Jaden, and he's a Jaden.
Yeah, he's
Big,
a Jaden.
lot of shroom consumption.
What about Blaken?
Blaken, ugh, not good.
Aristotle is a great fucking name.
Yeah.
If you had a son, it would need to be Socrates or Plato.
I've thought of of names that I would name, and like really one of the names that I really like. There's a Greek name. Maybe this would be the name of our dog, Athos.
See,
Ooh, that's a good dog
great
name.
Isn't that a good dog? Athos, get your ass over here.
It's quick. It's
Yeah.
quick off the tongue.
Yep.
The dog's gonna hear it, or he's not, depending on what breed you buy.
Yep. So I like that for a guy's name, or like a dog's name.
See, Lake could be both girl and boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I didn't want a gender Lake. I didn't
I
want
think
a
I've
gender.
met a lake.
Oh, wouldn't that be a name? Name your child Gender. Like, this is my child, Gender.
I like that.
Griff, how
dude.
about girls' names? You thought about those?
Golly, like
Bliffany.
Bliffany.
Trophany?
I like the unique names. I Trophany. I like.
Troshley.
What are some girls? I'm.
You're going to look up girls' names and
Oh
say that's
my
the name that you wanted to name your kid? Would just say you haven't thought of it. Say you're,
My mom told me that if I was a girl, my name would have been Tiffany.
whoa, I
Which
can see
is-
that for you.
Which is like, Mom, you're gonna raise me in a fucking trailer park? You're gonna make sure I'm on the pole later in life? Jesus Christ. Tiffany Ashley would have been my name, is what my mom said. That is a whore name. And I don't mean that offensively. It's just a
Would you
whore
take
name.
Would you take offense if your kid changed their name?
No. Because, like, why not, dude? Do what you want. I don't give a fuck.
You're not
I'm
even
gonna
a
name
kid.
my kid Albatross.
Your daughter, Albatross.
Dude, by the way, I learned where I get this whole hole-in-one thing from. You know how Jake will get really upset when someone will ask me, have you ever had a hole-in-one? Instead of just being humble and saying no, I
Yeah,
always have
can we practice? Ready?
well, hold
Griff, have
on.
you had a hole in one?
No. There you go.
See, it's so easy.
But instead, I can't just be humble. I have to go, no, but I've had Albatross.
See, I would do the same thing.
I realized I fucking get it from my dad. I called him yesterday, and he was out playing. I go, how are you playing? He goes, well, I shot a great score yesterday.
Yeah.
It was just immediate. He like paused, and then he goes, no, I don't care. We got to figure out something good we did. And he goes right to yesterday. I'm like, oh, I get that from my dad.
Damn, I think I do that too.
Yeah.
Like, if I had an Albatross, I would do the exact same thing.
See, Jake?
I would
I'm
be
not
like,
a bad
no,
guy. I'm not a bad guy.
because an albatross
I didn't
is
say it makes you a bad person. I just there's a humble answer,
an albatross
and there's actually the answer.
is just as rare, if not more rare. So it's like,
Way more.
But also not the question.
but also,
by the way, there have been 6 recorded condors, so I'm not even that special. 6 of them.
so that's a 1 on a 5
Yep.
or 2 on a 6.
1 on a 5. There's been 6 recorded condors.
Where? How?
I saved the article on Golf Digest.
I could see Griff like saying no, but then like a minute later, just thinking about it, be like, "Well, I got a couple albatrosses."
No, I'm working on that's the ego's the enemy. So no point in telling somebody. They'll find out.
But you don't have. No, they won't. If you don't tell them, no one else is gonna come up to him and be like, "By the way, he does have an albatross."
so that I have to tell them. Sorry, Dick.
Yeah, no. I say keep telling them.
No.
That's what I would do. That's the move, and it also lets them know that you don't fuck around, dude,
Yeah.
on the golf course. I think that's important.
Or you could just show him by your play of the day.
Yeah, but what if you're not playing with him? What if you're at a bar and you're talking about golf and the
And who
guy's
cares
like,
about this guy's opinion of you if you're just at a bar?
it makes you seem a little bit more cool, though, Jake.
I mean, Jake, you're trying to tell me to be humble. I mean,
Here's also a third option: get a hole in one.
I mean, it's due. We're all due. We're all due for one.
We're gonna get one.
Me, Griff, and Mark are all due for one. Jake already have 2.
3.
So Jake already has 3, so he doesn't need another one, which means that
He could
we're
share,
due.
dude. Why don't you fucking share? You have 3 of them for yourself. You could give 2 away, dude.
It's not how it works, Gris. Gris pissing.
But yes, this week has been. We went from there to
Mm-hmm.
we'll just go to Jamie Foxx's house and play pickleball with Jamie Foxx. Okay, yeah, that's just what the girls are doing now. Whatever the fuck happens, I remember getting there. It's right by Sherwood Country Club, and I remember getting there, and it was like he had a real fuck you money driveway, didn't he?
His driveway.
That was a sick driveway.
What was so fuck
2
you money
gates.
about it?
2 gates.
Well, you pull in and there's a security guard outside the gate. Checks if you're on a list.
Which you knew was going to happen. I mean,
Yeah, so we get in.
Standard.
And there's 2 roundabouts before you get to his house. You pull up to his house and there's just 3 dudes in suits just out there, not doing anything, just being. And then
FBI agent.
you park your car. You pull up to this like mansion, and then we had to walk around. You walk past a Ferris wheel.
He's got a Ferris wheel.
Oh, wow.
He's got Ferris wheel money.
And
Good
then,
for him.
Then you walk down this hill and you get to a pickleball compound. 3 courts. He made it built it a couple months ago, and he has his own pickleball paddle called the Best Paddle. So it's all sponsored by that. And yeah, I mean, it was just one of the best spots to hang out and play some pickleball.
We went upstairs into his house, and he served us all food. Thank you very much.
As I thought, he was just watching a 50 Cent music video, which makes total sense.
Yeah. Yeah. So we went up there, and we had shrimp and grits and chicken and waffles, and an omelet.
Dude, he had a chef make us chicken and waffles.
It was so good.
Wow.
The best grits I've ever had by a lot. And those chicken fingers were amazing. Overall, the meal was amazing. And he was just great. And he got everyone rosé. He was just such a nice guy. Like, the way he tells stories and, like, includes everyone and makes sure everyone is, like, part of it. And, he just genuinely was a nice guy that took care of everyone. Like, a good dude.
He does that move like when you're telling a story. Like if somebody walks in, he'll like put his arm
that
on
to me.
your shoulder to be like, hey, come on in.
Nice.
That's so small, but
I
when he
like
did
that.
that to me, I was like, it's like when you hear a famous person, someone says, he remembered everyone's name. He remembered the small staff's name, something like that. He's that guy. He makes you feel good.
That's dope.
He's fucking cool, dude, and he's so funny to play pickleball with.
I mean, I saw
Yeah.
the clips, and I mean, he was firing right back.
He's lightning quick, and he's such a talented dude. In great shape at 55.
Does he golf?
I don't know if he plays golf. Yeah. But
Didn't strike me as a golfer, but we could get
I
him
mean, he
out
lives
there.
by Sherwood, so
He's been out there at some point, I'm sure.
yeah, that'd be sick to play around a golf with Jamie Foxx.
Griff's now hooked on pickleball.
Yeah, I knew I would be, but the only problem is just there's not a lot of places to play it for us. I wish.
Yeah.
It's like fucking squash. These damn racket sports are too hard to get a hold of.
Well, everywhere else but like LA City, there's a lot of places to play.
Yeah, outside LA, it's
Yeah.
great. You know, I think on some of the trips we go to in Florida, God, there's probably thousands of pickleball courts in Florida.
Interesting.
Palm Springs.
Palm Springs has got to have a giant. So maybe on trips we go to, we need to start looking for pickleball skorts. Fuck me.
Oh, well, yeah, you'd look good at one of those.
Fucking paddle skorts.
Courts.
Pickleball skorts.
You did it again, dude.
Fucking pickle.
What is wrong with you, dude?
I don't know, but we should start playing. That's like our cardio. We're on trips.
Yeah.
We'll get that in.
Yeah.
It's a fun fucking game. And
It really
I
is.
see
And
why-
it's so easy to pick up. Like without ever playing, you can just immediately hit the ball over the net.
And be decent.
and
Yeah.
be decent.
I've only played once. I used to be really good at racquetball, but pickleball is I've played it one time on grass.
So fun.
So
On
it
grass?
wasn't real pickleball.
That's still kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's like tennis is on grass or hard courts or clay.
Yeah.
It's all still tennis.
Yeah. I've been watching the tennis documentary for the one that the F1 guys did.
Oh, yeah.
Is it good?
Oh, it's great.
How good is that company?
Yeah.
They did Drive to
killing it.
Survive.
Are they doing the golf one that's coming out?
Yeah.
Yep.
See?
They're the company that should do every fucking sport.
Well, it
And look
sounds
what
like
they-
that's what they're gonna do.
Look what they did to a sport, like single-handedly. They blew a sport up in America, and like if that company gets a hold of soccer, we're gonna win the World Cup.
Oh wow.
And think about it, that same company needs to do soccer. There's no reason we shouldn't be better at soccer in this country.
Well, here's the thing: is soccer's not prioritized here.
It's not.
So all of our best athletes go to
other
basketball and they go to football.
Well, that fucking company gets a hold of soccer. That might change a little bit.
All right.
Because I've been to one game. I saw Man United and Man City play here one time.
Ooh.
That's about all I've seen.
That's a bucket list thing. I want to go to a Manchester Chelsea game over there.
Be epic.
Yeah. And then get in a fight and like use a bottle as a weapon and knock out someone's teeth and then also get my teeth knocked out after a few pints.
I want to hang out with Malcolm McDowell at a Liverpool game.
Mm.
Oh, you fucking kidding me?
I mean,
Yeah.
that sounds like a day, bro. That sounds like a fucking day.
You know what else is a day?
What's a day?
Any day that you get to spend practicing with a lag shot.
Ooh, there it is, dude. Look at this beauty. Flexible and true.
Dude, I finally got to have a range session with the lag shot, and I can tell you that it contributed to me getting on the leaderboard at Topgolf
I wouldn't
at
doubt
Dodger
it.
Stadium.
It
I
did
wouldn't.
100%.
I would not doubt that.
Tempo is everything in the golf game, and there's no better trainer than the lag shot.
Yeah.
Or tempo.
I'll go ahead and say it because of the live feedback that you get from this device, because you can actually hit balls with it. You can actually watch your game change on the range.
Yep. Because we went out and I started hitting a couple shots with it. Like, I'm spraying them a little bit. And I got to get a feel for this thing. So I just kind of slowed it down and played around with it for a minute. And then I was like, okay, I hit like 4 shots straight with a lag shot. Let me just copy and paste with my normal club. And I'm like, oh, suddenly I start hitting shots way closer to the flag. And I'm like, no one even told me what to do or even how to use this thing. You just instinctively start going, it's all over the place. And you start kind of feeling it out. And I'm like, no, you don't need to think. And that's the nice thing. Some of these tools and these training aids are just like a pain in the butt. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I saw Griff hitting with the lag shot, and for the first 5-6 shots, he goes, "Oh, does this thing just go right?" And I was like, "No, Griff, be better, but not in a hurry."
Yep.
And he took a few more swings, a little better tempo, and then he started striping it. So
Well, and that's what I'll say is the day that we went out to Ojai with young Finn, and we didn't have a chance to warm up because the range was too wet. I had a couple shots with the lag shot off the first tee, and I drove the ball so fucking well that day.
You did. You smashed it, dude.
And once I had my lag shot dialed, like my driver was dead straight. And that's the thing I
Yep.
like about the lag shot, as well, is it's not just one club. You've got your driver, you've got a 7-iron, and you've got a wedge. So you can really work yourself up your bag so that you can see what the tempo feels like for, each subset of clubs.
Yep, and made for juniors, women, seniors, just Jews.
Yeah. Also, I'm using this shit this year to train for long drive because it is weighted. It's weighted, so this could be a good speed training device too.
Yeah, I with my swing coach in the last, I don't know, been working with him 6-7 months. He's had me do like 5 different tools, 5 different things, training aids, if you will, and they all suck. And that's the idea, right? Like training aids just suck. That's the only way you get better. And then this thing is like, no, it doesn't have to suck.
Nope.
No, this thing doesn't suck, and you will get better fast.
So, it's like I always say, dude. If you ain't lagging, you ain't flagging. Let's go, baby.
So I watched the Bernie Madoff documentary
Same.
last night as well.
I watched
Were you
it
looking
too.
for advice or tips?
Yes.
Yeah. I
Dude.
was trying to get some investment advice.
And
That's a good look for the Jews.
It actually, I learned a lot about the stock market in that documentary.
Of course, you learned a lot.
okay.
Yeah.
What'd you learn? That it was
Jack's writing notes.
was it that it's unpredictable and that you can't tame it?
Yes, but overall, if you have your investment in for a period of time, it will go up.
Yeah.
know?
I mean, that's it. That's the whole thing.
Yeah. Like average per year is like 6 to 9% of your investment, right?
Yep.
Which is pretty good. So if you have a significant amount of money, it's like, all right, well, this is in there for 10 years.
As
like,
long as
let's
you
have a
don't,
day.
as long as you don't need it, as long as you don't need your liquid cash, then just leave it in there.
Yeah. But I didn't realize that what happened after with I didn't realize both of his sons died and
Heart attack?
one heart attack, one suicide.
Yep.
So were they involved in any of this?
No.
Kind of, but
Well,
not really.
Yeah, 'cause
Apparently
you don't
it was
just have
like-
a heart attack and kill yourself if you're a good person. Actually, that's not true.
Yeah, I mean, it's very broken up. It's like there's a 19th floor, which is like the actual face of the business, and then the 17th floor where the Ponzi scheme went on.
Yep.
Right. And they weren't even allowed on the 17th floor is what they said, but who knows? you know?
Yeah. Dude, it's crazy
believe
too.
him.
How can you be such a fucking psychopathic compulsive liar for so long?
It's very simple. It's very simple. So there's a part of your brain, I think it's your frontal temporal lobe, that monitors empathy. And your brain, a healthy human being, would go, that's fucked up. No chance. But he doesn't have that part of his brain developed. So he can do something fucked up and not feel guilt like we do. He doesn't feel it. But you can't. You can try to process it, but you can't because your brain has that part developed.
Like
He doesn't. Just like a sociopath or a serial killer.
that's exactly. He's
They don't
literally
have that part of their brain that feels bad.
The only reason he got caught was, there's a couple reasons. One, it also was I don't understand why who's the regulatory agency from the government?
SEC
Why were they not responsible?
because and this is what blows my mind.
They're in on it.
Well, basically, he got on the board. He was on the board of the SEC. So it's like having you're like part of the team that's supposed to prosecute you, and he himself was fully compliant, and they were just like, oh, it's just Bernie. He's not
Yeah.
doing anything. So they just kept ignoring the signals, ignoring the signs. And it's just so fucked up to me. I just can't even imagine being that, literally being that much of a fucking narcissistic, psychopathic piece
Yeah,
of
you
shit.
can't imagine. You can try, but you literally can't because his brain can do something really fucked up and go, okay, I'm going to do it again. But our brains, if we did something really bad, we'd be like, oh my God, I'm sick to my stomach.
Well, and then also just you have to know in the back of your mind, oh, this can't go on forever. Especially
it could have if 2008 didn't happen and the economic collapse because everybody tried to pull their money out at the same time, and he was like, oh, I literally don't have it.
Yeah, I mean, a guy like that has to know, of course, this is going to end. You got to know when to exit.
there was no exit because you don't have the money.
Right. There's no exit.
I don't
There's
know.
no
how
You have to
exit.
move to Russia or whatever.
Yeah, there literally is no exit because what happens is in a Ponzi scheme, you're just taking in money, and
So
then
you can't cash out any of it. In other words,
People, he can cash out. If people like before 2008 asked for their money back, he could have gave it to them.
and he did.
But like, if everybody asks at once, then you're
You're fucked.
yeah.
It's just
Exposed.
it's so crazy because how much money from around the world was in his scheme and how like nobody really questioned it, and anyone that did question it, they were like, "Don't question it, or we're gonna kick you out of this investment fund."
Yeah.
So, like that's how he got away. Is he made it seem like it was this exclusive thing? Don't ask questions. Just give me your money, and you'll make money.
well, let's
And
talk about.
What was messed up is that like the what they did after was they had this guy, this lawyer, and he tried to like recoup the money back. So he went to people that like got the liquid funds from the money they put in, like the dividends that they would earn each month, and they had to pay all those back when they were just innocent people.
See, that's fucked up. I wouldn't have given it back. I'd be like, no,
Yeah.
fuck you. I'm part of this thing. This is the money that I earned. I don't like. That's it. Like I got out before he got caught. So fuck you.
Sure,
Suck
if
my
you're a
dick.
good enough attorney, you could get out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then like a couple of his big investors who, like this one guy who owed like $9 billion or something, he just like had a heart attack in the pool.
Filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah, another
Dude.
guy like killed himself in his office. It was crazy.
Big money
Crazy.
problem. So when you start getting reckless with money, for instance, there's one of the biggest oil companies in the world based out of Oklahoma City, and this CEO was a crazy dude. He turned into this larger than life CEO, Mr. Superman kind of guy. He's on the cover of Forbes magazine one year as America's most reckless billionaire. He's buying up every property in Oklahoma City. He bought out an hangar and turned it into a wine cellar.
Wow.
An airplane hangar. And he's just spending money like crazy. He gets the company in debt. He gets in like billions. I don't know the exact numbers. He gets in a crazy amount of debt. And that gets to him. And he drove his car into a fucking brick wall. I can only imagine like what that feels like, waking up with a conscience, knowing like, oh no, what have I done with large amounts of money?
Yeah, but
Causes
then
heart attacks and suicide.
and then it just goes to your family, which is like the worst thing to do because then it's like you don't have to deal with it. But
No way
your
his
wife and
family's
kids
not
do.
fucked up now. His
Yeah.
whole
Oh,
family's
yeah.
all super fucked up.
Dude, it's insane. That documentary was so good, and it was interesting how they shot it too because they had like the reenactment scenes.
Yeah,
and it was very watchable. I really liked it.
yeah. And then like the last shot of the wife was like pumping her own gas in a Honda.
So it's just
Ouch.
fucking
Yeah.
crazy, dude.
Speaking of Ponzi schemes, and I'm finally watching Sopranos for the first time, and it is, man, you're feeling Tony. Like Tony's like he's gonna have a heart attack. Tony
Never seen
Soprano, dude, it's good.
Me neither.
Never heard of
his
it,
Wife
actually.
was making scones in one of the episodes. I was like, are you kidding me?
Ooh,
There you go.
that's a show for sniffing.
His wife was in Carmela. Edie Falco was one of the main characters in the new Avatar.
Oh,
Yeah.
still haven't seen that yet.
Also, guys, leave some comments on the podcast app if you like our new intro song.
Oh yeah, shout out JCL for making it. Last episode, if you were here, you heard his story as well as heard the song debut for its first time. So I'm a big fan of it.
Oh yeah. What do we got coming up? What are we doing? We got our tournament at
got our
Waste Management.
Yep. So if you haven't bought your team or you haven't bought yourself a spot, there's only a few spots left. So make sure you go to the link in our bio and follow it to the Super Wasted Adjacent happening February 9th at the Dobson Ranch Country Club. Is it Country Club, golf course, whatever it is? It's happening at the driving range. We're using the Top Golf, Top Tracer technology to play Pebble Beach. There's going to be tons of prizes. I'm probably going to throw down a sick DJ set while we're there.
Super
yeah.
affordable for teams.
Yeah, right. How much is it? $150 for a team?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's so
Four
cheap.
people,
Yeah.
and you're gonna make that back in offerings.
It's
Literally.
you'll make it back on offerings.
Yeah.
that you can sell on eBay,
There's going to be
or
food,
you can just give me your offerings.
free drink, weed, like all kinds of shit there, dude.
It would be funny if people show up for things for you to sell on eBay.
Oh my God, yes! If you're
Ooh.
listening,
But also,
please.
Griff will give you a cut. You know,
I will.
he'll split those profits.
I
Yeah.
will, 100%.
Why
That's
not?
the deal. That's the deal. And
Why give to the Salvation Army when you can give to Griff's Army?
it's a business. We're partners in this. So, honestly, if you don't want to commit to a whole round and play in a tournament, because this stuff can take all day and be exhausting, just, you know what I mean? You just have to go to a driving range and hang out and have a party.
Yeah,
Like,
and-
that's so simple.
And even if you don't want to play or it sells out by the time you hear this, you just come hang. You know, there's going to be, like I said, there's going to be tons of prizes. You can sign up to win, some cool stuff with some of our partners, drinks, food,
Back offs.
music,
Marijuana.
vibes. Bring your putter and go to the putting green and fucking work on your short game for once. You fuck.
Yeah. Work on your wedges.
But yeah, this will sell out. We literally have like 10 spots left. So
Yeah.
go ahead and sign up.
Yeah.
And that's before, like, that's while recording this. So we'll probably have less by the time you hear this.
Ooh.
And if you have like a boy you want to bring that you're like, dude, I gotta get my boy roasted. I gotta get a back off with this guy. Or
Yep.
bring your boss. Things you want to say to your boss but can't, and you're like, oh, I gotta get a team with him. He's not our boss. We will destroy
Yeah, I
your
don't care.
boss.
I don't care
for
about
you.
your boss.
Yeah, fuck your
Yeah,
boss,
we'll
dude.
destroy your boss for you. All the things you want to say, come to our ear and be like, dude, so here's this thing he did, or here's some inside info that we could never say. You know, when he's being a dick in a board meeting, and you're
Yeah.
like, this guy, you're
Well-
like, oh, we'll dump it on him.
Well, just think about it, dude. He's making money off your back. Let us make money off all your backs.
Off of him.
Also, exclusive merch drop. You know, we haven't put out merch in a year, and we're going to have a little something at this golf tournament.
That's right.
So there you go.
Exclusive merch. You can only get there one time.
There you have it. But I think that's about all the time a podcast should be.
yeah, I agree. What a lovely conversation with you, gents. Recapping this crazy start to the year.
I feel like the last couple podcasts have just been lovely conversations.
Yeah.
You know?
There's no tension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice, dude. I like it.
Lift's laughing as, yeah, you know why. The tension has gone to Europe.
That's right. But he's gonna come back with some fire stories, dude.
I think he's going to come back like an excited new Mart. I mean, he's jumping into lakes.
Well,
in
I saw
Norway.
on Bert's story today, they all went to do lunges in the park, and I didn't see Mark there.
You didn't see Mark.
Mark.
You didn't see Mark in the park.
No, Mark was not in the part.
Oh, I like Park Mark.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens, dude. But
So
I
hopefully
think,
he keeps up those workouts. You know,
No,
he's about halfway
you know,
through. So
no way.
you see what's happening is he's getting a little bit more comfortable with Bert, and
Too
he's like,
comfortable.
I don't need to wake up for this one.
do we need to DM Bert and be like, no, make him
You
do
need to
the
hold him
park,
accountable.
make him Park Mark.
Yeah.
take Mark to the part.
Yeah, we need Mark to push him. Like, you don't have to fucking
And they all went in the ocean too, and I didn't see Mark in the part.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Mart.
You're not gonna go into.
You don't want to be in the ocean in Greece,
the,
dude.
the ocean of my people.
Right?
Fuck.
I can see Mart. Like, if you do a
could've been
cold
baptized.
plunge, you do feel awesome after. I could see Mart being like, no, that sucked. I'm like, Mart, you know that fucking feels good. You know you feel better after.
Yeah.
It sucks.
What if he comes back and he's just like blowing drives past me?
Dude, that would be sick.
That'd be so funny.
That would be sick, dude.
Oh man, we miss you, Mart. So
Miss you, Mart.
When you get back here in February, we got to talk about your goals and ambitions like we did last episode, and hear these Bert Kreischer stories because
Conor
I know
McGregor.
they're good, dude.
Conor McGregor and Bert stories.
That's right.
You don't just go to those places and not come back with a few episodes worth of content.
Exactly. So thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you here, same time, same place next week. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Come fucking catch these hands,
Yep.
bro.